Hello! We're back live again with another survival horror creation stream. I was unable to stream yesterday, unfortunately. But everything's all good today, so I should be able to get a good little stream going. So the last stream was on Thursday. We created, or we did more work on the hospital lobby. It's not finished yet, but rather than continuing doing that in 2 streams in a row, basically today we're going to go into the little side offices. So today I'll try and do this little office. There's another storage room in the back, and there's a corridor here, so I'll try and do as much as I can for this section. And Intra Attack Out, he's actually been doing a lot of lighting for all of the scenes, so later in the stream I'll go back and I'll show you the lighting that's been done so far. I've shared a couple of those scenes so far. There's a couple more I haven't, and you'll be able to see how they actually look inside Dreams, not just in pictures. Hello Robbie, welcome back. Or should I say the alien god, if that's what you're going by these days. Hey Isaac, nice to see you again. Nice stream yesterday, making some awesome tunes. Hello Joe, welcome back. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Hal Schmoomin, yes, you're back with a bang. Making a game in Dreams. I will send a pic on Discord of the person you play as. Oh, sounds nice. Is it going to be anything to do with Hal Schmoomin? Because I know your game is like Aliens vs the Humans. LB, you should do a community post on YouTube showing one of the finished scenes. Yeah, that would be a good idea actually. Yeah, I should probably do that, yeah. I think now that I've got that competition entry out, I'm a bit more relaxed, and I'm able to put in a lot more work into this off stream now. Plus, I'll have more time to get back into the videos, and I'll do more posts on Twitter now. That's something I'm going to start to do, and yeah, I can definitely do some posts directly on YouTube as well. I think YouTube only lets me select one picture, maybe, so I'll have to choose the best angle, the best shot, and use that. My hair's a bit mental today, but it's a good idea. I crambunculated a new track. Are you able to check it out today? Well, if it's not as ear-piercing as last time, I guess it's possible. Just don't kill me with it. Oh yeah, was an interesting experiment yesterday. I wonder if I should stream every time I work on the current song, or if I should also work on some sections off stream. Yep, that's the dilemma you're going to have now, Isaac. What do? Do you want to show all your progress or not? For me, I just did all the level design and most of the graphical work on stream, but then I do the logic and the animations and stuff like that off stream. So it's like, as long as you're showing people something of the track you're making, then for me, oh, move my chair down a bit. That's kind of good enough for me. You know, just have fun with it, to be honest. When I first started streaming, I got like really so much into it, where it's like I was really worried all the time about, what can I stream, how can I stream, but at the end of the day, just have fun, make progress in your game, and really that's all you can ask for, really. No, it's about the first adventure, and I'm making a series of that game. Oh wow, so you're really investing in it. It's not as ear-piercing. Alright. You could also show Tottenreich. I could indeed. I actually listened to that independently on YouTube. It was pretty good. Hey Regley, nice to see you again. Hope everything's going well. I'm doing not too bad now. And the meme song? Oh, not the meme song. God, no. No, thank you. I also noticed in some shots of the records room you could see a tiny imp tip of the skybox. Well, it depends what you mean, if you're talking about through the floor or in the ceiling. Because I don't know if you were there in that stream, but basically when I was, look at Puppy Trinka up there, look at that. When I was doing the camera angles, we didn't put a ceiling in. So all I need to do is like say it's like that's the skybox there. I just need to like move the camera down a bit more. But the good thing is all those pictures, that's not like the final environments. That's basically just like draft 2. So no doubt I'll have like another draft at some point. It's why I start publishing stuff online, like just to give people a heads up of what we're working on. You know, I've seen a lot of people publish progress that's very basic. So even if we publish something that's like kind of looks finished but it's not really finished, I'm just going to publish it anyway. Hopefully this gets people hyped for the project. I'm going to try and post, not every day but almost every day. I'll post something just to keep it rolling. Hey Isaac, what does Tottenreich mean for people who can't understand German? It means the right of a Tottenham fan, that's what it is. Tottenreich is basically an underworld where the dead ones roam. So it's basically hell. The German hell. Yummy, the ceiling. Yeah, it's a game I thought about ages ago, which I never started, so I'm now starting it. Sounds good to me. Whoops, my phone only have 24%. Joe, you gotta prepare. You gotta get that juiced up. Whoops, now 0%. 0%? What? You went from 24% to 0% in less than a minute. What is up with your phone? Yeah, it showed the skybox from the ceiling. Oh, okay, I'll need to have a look and see. I just need to like tilt one of the cameras down slightly, maybe. That phone is crumpulated for sure. Oh yeah. Still have 24%. That is weird. So you get 24%, 0%, and then it went back up to 24. That sounds safe. Android is legit. My phone is 36%. You can't have it going that low. If it starts to go below 50%, you got to do something about that. What phone do you have, Hauschmumen? Hauschmumen has the Bovaretta 3000i, it's called. It's basically like a Nokia, but a Bovaretta edition. Ask him, you'll see. Androids. You've got more than one Android phone, is that the case? Right, so what kind of floor should we use for this this scene? I always look at walls, even though I feel like most of the walls we're going to do now are going to be like super plain, so there's probably not much point in me looking for really detailed textured walls. I don't remember if we used one like this before. A simple modern wall. Ta-da! I mean, I could, that'll be fine. For me, that's alright. Nice white wall. So, in the office, the floor, that's the big thing. Depends what kind of office you go to. Like, you could technically have a wooden floor, technically. However, it could be a nice wooden floor though. But part of me thinks that it could also be more tiled as well. But I think most offices you would probably expect it to have this kind of laminated kind of flooring. I've used a lot of the wood for the job centre, so in the hospital you're mostly just going to see like a really shiny floor, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to do a wooden floor for the office, because then at least we're going to get a wooden floor, at least one wooden floor inside the hospital, because that's probably the last time you're going to see it, to be honest. The underground lab, all the other rooms in hospitals, I don't think they'll really have a wooden floor. Maybe the cafeteria might. We'll see. I think I used this one. I think that one looked quite good. Oh. But when I took a picture of the first scene, I actually changed the floor, and I also changed the colour of the floor. So even though we're doing a floor, even though we're doing walls, once we playtest things, once we get the lighting in, and we playtest things, we'll be able to actually see how things come together, you know. So if the floor doesn't quite work, obviously we can change it. Right, hold on. I feel like this door came out a bit too much. I'm an expert at flooring now, by the way. I'm absolutely obsessed with my flooring. It's all I ever talk about now. Right, let me see. So all the objects are kind of here, so let me put that there. Okay. So don't worry about this part here, because this is just default. We don't know what the camera angles are going to be like yet, so if we do see above there, I can always you know, fix that part, I guess. Hold on, let me just quickly fix this. Ta-da! There you go, kinda works a bit better now. A nice white office-y. People are going to be so happy working here. Our walls are almost ready. Right, hold on, I need to bring these out a little bit. They went a bit too much inside, look. We can't be having that. I'm quite excited though, because the environments are coming along quite nicely, I think. And in fact, what am I doing? I should probably just delete that, it's probably better. But the environments are coming along quite nicely, and Intra Attack Out is actually making a lot of progress with the environments. I wasn't expecting him to make you know, as much progress as he has been. He's been getting through these environments rapid, absolutely rapid. So we should have at least a private demo ready soon, so we can just walk around all the environments. Nothing too flashy, just enough to sort of get an idea of the transitions between rooms before I start to add gameplay and things like that. Okay, so we've got our nice little white wall, and this is probably going to be like the save point, but I might change this because we were thinking about putting a save point in the main lobby, so I don't know if there's any point in having a save point out here and then having a second save point, you know, right here so close to the other one. But that's for the testing phase. Once we can figure out where all the items are going to go, I can always update that kind of thing later. Let me see. With Bovaretta OS. Oh yes. When it goes under 40%, that's when I turn on panic alert mode. Does it drain really fast after 40%? Also about streaming, if I only plan to make minor additions, I'll do that off stream. If I plan a longer session like yesterday, then I'll stream. That sounds good. Once it hits 39%, I lose track of time, start screaming, and my head spins 360 degrees. I can relate. Until I charge it to 40% at least. At least an extra percent does the job. Hey that one gamer, welcome back. I'm liking your blue avatar today. It's very nice. Am I late? I'd say you're just on time. You're just on time. Usually I give people like 15-20 minutes to arrive before I consider them late. So I think you're safe. 10 hours late. I know we've been streaming all night. We've nearly finished the game already. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out soon. Yeah, I think it's out next Friday, isn't it? I think the reviews go public on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I've not really seen too much of it. They seem to be hiding a lot of it, which I hope doesn't mean it's a bad game. I think maybe it's just not a game that's going to get like 10 out of 10 reviews, but I think it will still be a good fun game. It looks awesome. Yeah, I mean, from the gameplay they showed not too long ago, it does look good. They show a lot of cutscenes though in the trailers, which doesn't really give me an idea of the gameplay, but I'm sure it's still going to be really good. I'm also interested in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, I've played a bit of the Assassin's Creed, what do you call it, Odyssey, which was quite good. But it wasn't mine, so I haven't really put the proper time into it. And I have never played Origins, so again, I guess I would like to play Origins, you know? It wouldn't hurt, right? But you don't really need to play them all, do you? I mean, you can just skip through. So I could probably get Valhalla and then just play that. But obviously, you know, if I'm going to get it, I'd rather get it on the PS5. But again, I can't really do anything until we figure out what's happening with the price of the PS5. Because I want one. But unfortunately, if I get one, it means that I'm going to be broke. Now, but I try to wait for the price first, because if I need to like budget, because if I want this streaming PC, and if there's also going to be a PS5 as well, you know, it ain't cheap. So I'm going to have to see what I can do, but they need to announce a price as soon as possible. I need to know what I'm working with here. Okay. Nice little clean room, eh? Looks good. Excuse me, bin, but we're just going to put ourselves down here. Thank you very much. But even though I'm talking about the PS5 and I'm talking about Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed, all those kind of things, at the same time I'm kind of like obsessed with making this game, to be honest. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Like, normally after the stream, like at night, you know, before I sleep, I'll usually just play a game just to relax. So I was playing The Last of Us 2. And now I need to go back to Final Fantasy VII Remake. So normally I like to chill at night, just play a few games, but I found myself just creating in Dreams the past few nights, so I've really just been working on this. And that's good for me, to be honest. Like, I know most people would prefer just to chill out and play a game, but if I can create, I'm still having fun, so... And I'm enjoying seeing this getting pieced together. And now that we have Intro Attack Out's lighting, it just kind of gets me a bit more hyped, because I'm starting to see more of a finished look to the whole thing. Languages. I love open world games. Yeah, I like open world games too. I feel like I can only play so many of them because it takes, you know, a long time to actually get through one. So I still need to play Red Dead Redemption 2. That's kind of a priority, I think. But then I was thinking to myself, I could probably just play it on the PS5. Probably has better performance, and since that's a good thing, since the PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible, if there's any games that I missed out on or didn't have time to play. What the hell was this? Where did that come from? Was that there this whole time? What the hell was this? I think this was from this scene. I don't remember though. Ah, look, it's like connected to these for some reason. That is weird. That is weird, isn't it? I need to try and delete these without deleting those other things. So weird. There we go. Because this other scene will be remixed, so this will be a separate thing on its own. Alright, so... nice and clean. Looks quite nice. Just need to bring Puppy the Trinker back down. Come on, you're needed now. Oh, why are you going on your side? Clearly you need to stand up this way, like a big boy. Okay. So, most of the doors were a little bit too big, so I was like reducing them. Because they're too wide, but they're also a bit too big as well. So, what I normally did was I tried to like put the door like that, and then I would have to like try and stretch the door a little bit on both sides, you know, that way we can get a properly shaped door. I don't even know if I was going to use these doors, because, or maybe these were the doors we were using before, but maybe I reduced the thermal a bit too much. Let me see. Yeah, I think I just reduced the thermal a bit too much, because they look a bit crappy. See, that looks a lot better now. Not quite as muddy as it used to be. By the way, I completely forgot what I was talking about before. Open world games. Yeah, I need to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PS5. PS5 is backwards compatible, so I'll probably catch up with a lot of games like Fallout 4 and things like that, because I don't think I'll have time to play them this gen, especially when I'm creating this game all the time. This is where most of my time goes these days. Odyssey was nice. Yeah, I remember in Odyssey, the first thing you can do is you can climb a statue and you can grab its junk, which was really surreal. Damn wrong language. Play Black Flag. Black Flag, see, that's kind of when I stopped liking Assassin's Creed, because... Not because of Black Flag, just mainly because of Assassin's Creed 3. And the fact that I just got a bit bored, because I completed the first game. The first game's like, it's alright, it gets better. The second game's really good. It still took me a couple of attempts to actually complete it, but it's pretty good in the end. Brotherhood, I really like Brotherhood. I didn't really like Revelations. I thought Revelations was a bit soulless. And then Assassin's Creed 3, it started amazing, and then it just got really dull and boring, and then I gave up, you know, I just got fed up. And then when Black Flag came out, I just wasn't interested anymore. Even if it is a really good game, and if it's one of the best games in the series. I don't know, I just got fed up. Maybe I can go back and play it nowadays. But I do prefer the gameplay that they've got in Odyssey. It's more action based. It's not just all stealth, and it feels more like an RPG, which is what I quite like. I just don't like that in Odyssey you find new gear like every 2 seconds. I spend like most of my time in that menu rather than playing the game. Arabic, that is Arabic. Hal Schmuman. It's Al Schmuman's secret language she's been learning. Maybe get a cheap laptop for streaming and PS5. Well, I mean, the thing about getting a cheap laptop for streaming is that it's probably not going to work, because to stream, believe it or not, to stream you need a really good PC. Otherwise, your frame rate is going to drop really harshly. So the laptop I've got right now, it's an alright laptop. It's not super powerful, but it's decent. And I tried to stream before, and I was getting maybe 10 frames per second, which is not what you want when you're streaming. So the stream would be really choppy, and that's not good enough. So yeah, I need to get a better streaming PC so I can stream properly in 30 or even 60 frames, no problem. I'll be able to make sure there's no choppiness. The visuals will look good, because on the laptop, I got 10 frames per second, 10-15 frames per second, but I also had to reduce the image quality to the lowest resolution. I also had to shrink the size of the screen. So right now you're watching on a full screen. If I'd streamed on my laptop, I'd have to shrink the screen into a box and then cover it with a border. That way it reduces the processing. But even then, it was awful. So there's the laptop is a no-go. So I really need that streaming PC. But I'd like to see the PS5 actually give more options with its default settings, because the PS4 it's quite basic. But if they can do that on the PS5, it's I imagine the PS5 is going to come out in November. If I get a streaming PC, if all goes well till the end of the year, I'm guessing maybe early next year, January or February maybe, I should be able to get one. So if the PS5 comes out first, we can try and see if the streaming's any good there first, I guess. But if it's not, then obviously no big deal. I'll just get the PC. Right, I just need to move some of these things, because I think... Let me see, I think I might need to move the floor up a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I think I need to move the floor up just a bit. Okay. And then I'll basically just make sure everything's good. I think some things are a little too high. Right, I did not group any of this, did I? I did not. Right, get a wee coffee table down. See, I hate that when it's it's just off the ground. Just off the ground. Right. Right, come here, you bullets. Right, let's bring all this stuff down. Doesn't need to be amazingly accurate. I'm just kind of worried all these biscuits, they're not grouped. Right. That'll be fine. Bring this down. That'll do, it's fine. So I'll just need to like test our little puppy trinket here, make sure the sizes are all good. Obviously I'm going to have to reduce these because these are pretty damn huge. Slightly too huge, you could say. And then I'll just duplicate these, I think. Put them against the wall. Okay, okie dokie. Put these right in against the wall then, maybe. And then, I don't know, here we might... I'm sure we had a fan here, maybe I deleted it. I'm sure we did. Right, let me get rid of some of this stuff, because we obviously don't need that kind of stuff there. So the office looks okay. This is basically all I'm doing, like, for intro attack out. I'm basically saying, like, here's a basic scene. We can still detail it later, but at least this gives him an idea. Okay, this is the size of the room. These are the objects. He kind of knows where the light needs to go, and then he can just basically just go to town on it, really, you know. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that there, to be honest. I might remove it. I might even put like something in this wall here. Like, I know we're using a lot of these boards. Let me see. To write on. Let me see. Not a chalkboard, not a skateboard. What the hell was that? A red gem board? That's cool. They've actually got the scoreboard from Little Big Planet. A dartboard. Someone likes cheese. Does anyone like cheese? Get you some cheese. We don't really need that, do we? Where's the... It basically is a whiteboard, but it's not that whiteboard. It was another one. Ah, there you go. This one always comes in handy. I think I saw another one there, but yeah, it's a little too much. So we can use this one again. I'm basically just going to... I'm basically just going to write different things on the boards every time. So even though we're kind of using the same board, I'm going to make sure that it says different things each time. So I'll put that there, at least that gives us something. And I'll leave the TV here just now, right? Because I need to put the camera angles in, and then we'll see how everything looks after that. Okay. It looks quite neat and tidy. Got a little miniature John Jerry Steve here. He's potentially one of the collectibles in this scene. That's his loving family right here. As you can see, his leg. That's his leg right there. Big giant leg in the background. Yeah, why they didn't reveal the price sooner is beyond me. Yeah, they're supposedly waiting for Microsoft to announce their price first, and then they'll try and compete with that price, I guess. But they can't wait too much longer. I mean, it's already what, July now, so if they wait any longer, people aren't going to be able to save up money. You know, they just what if the console costs more than people anticipated, and then they don't have the money for it, or they need to save up a bit extra? You know, it's not good. You know, we all need to budget, make sure we can afford these things. That way you can afford both. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's going to cost a lot if I'm buying a streaming PC and a PS5. Like I said, I'll see what the streaming capabilities are on a PS5. Maybe that means I can extend a little bit before I get the streaming PC. But the plan is to aim for like the start of next year to get that. Because this game will be finished this year. So basically next year we're starting brand new projects. And it would be kind of cool if we could start brand new projects alongside a brand new streaming PC, and then we can like improve the overall streaming. I think that will be good. Because we're taking this streaming business very seriously. I'm back. Hey Joe, welcome back. It will be at least $500 to $600. Yeah, very expensive. But yeah, I think we're going to have to anticipate that it's going to be more expensive. My brother stole my phone. What did he steal it for? He's like, damn you Joe and your haircut. I'm going to take your phone. It's fine. Dreams is awesome. I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, like, Dreams is good enough for me, to be honest. Like, yes, I do love playing other games too. I actually, in my lifetime, I've played a lot of games. Seriously, a lot of games. I feel like right now there's not that many games coming out. Maybe that's just because the PS5's coming out. So, like, we had, what did we have? We had Resident Evil 7. We had Resident Evil 3. We had Final Fantasy 7. That's the one I was thinking. Then we had The Last of Us 2. Now we've got Ghost of Tsushima. So it's like, we're getting games, but they're kind of spread out a little bit. And I don't know if I'll buy Ghost of Tsushima right away. So, and then it's after that, it's just Cyberpunk, which got delayed again to November, which is when the PS5's coming out anyway. Apart from that, I don't know what other games are coming out, like big games that would distract me. So other than Ghost of Tsushima, I can't see myself playing any other game other than backlog games or games I haven't bought yet, like Red Dead Redemption 2. Because this is going to keep me busy. I'm quite happy to create off stream as well. Like, I'll spend my free time basically building in Dreams. That's good for me. Just being able to make my own game, like, that's so awesome. And I really want to get this game done sooner rather than later. Because even though I plan to get this out at the end of the year, I still want to finish the game before that, so I can spend at least a month polishing, making sure it's even better than it can be. Because I don't want to leave it to like the last week and I'm, you know, struggling to get the game out and ready. Let's see. I keep seeing GTO, and every time I read it, I die a little inside, I'm not gonna lie. Let me catch up. You know, if you want to stream with less bandwidth, you have to get an utterly good processor. Indeed, that's it, yep. It'll be good for rendering videos as well. Because with my current laptop, I don't know if it's buffering for you guys. I don't know if the stream's gonna die. I hope not. We may have some problems. I'm not too hopeful here. I think, is everything good? I don't know. I'm kind of worried the stream's gonna die in a minute. I'll just I seem to still be getting comments, so I'll keep going for now. But yeah, you need to get a really good processor. And on my current laptop, if I want to render a video that's like 10 minutes long, it usually takes me over an hour, like maybe an hour and 10 minutes to render. So definitely a good processor is going to reduce that heavily, which means I can get more videos out, because if I have to render a video, it already takes me a few hours to make a video and then render one, which is going to take like over an hour. So that's an extra hour which I'm wasting doing nothing. Yeah, for some reason when I'm tired I create the best stuff, which is really not ideal. When you're tired, yeah, I just get stressed out. Like once I got that competition, horror competition game out, I was super stressed. Like, I needed a break. Like, I was still involved with Dreams, like I was still here on Wednesday and Thursday and today to create, even though I was really stressed. But after a few days of just, you know, I think that stress went away and I'm back to normal now. So I know some of you guys were saying like, oh, if you keep creating, you're going to eventually burn out. It's not happened to me yet. I've not burnt out yet. I feel like I sort of hit a peak with stress, but then after like a couple of days, I'm fine. So normally, since we don't stream on the creations on Tuesday and Wednesday, I had enough time to relax a bit. LBA, I was thinking of building a PC with a dual 2080 Ti. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I have no idea. I'm currently really obsessed with Yakuza 0, but I think soon enough Dreams will be my very main focus again. Well, I mean, like I said, Yakuza 0, for me to do the main missions and the side missions, it took me like 120 hours. And I've not even got the platinum yet. I still need to do like the odd little thing here and there and do more of the mini games to actually get the platinum. So you could spend a lot of time in that game, to be honest. I leave the creating to the creators. As long as I can play good games on Dreams, I'm okay. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. You got to play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a must. Definitely, it's like, I mean, I know I've not played it yet, but it doesn't mean I don't want to play it. It's just, for one, I don't have the hard drive space right now. And two, when I think about playing Red Dead Redemption 2, it's like, I need to spend like, what, 50, 60 hours on that game. And I just don't feel like I want to spend that amount of time in a row right now. I feel like I want to complete a few other shorter games. I want to make more progress in this, and then when I'm more relaxed, I'll be like, okay, let's just play Red Dead, and then I'll be more chilled. My favourite game ever, Dreams, will be my third, maybe. Oh, what's your second? Second is Skyrim. You love Bethesda, huh? Red Dead Redemption 2 has an amazing story. Yeah, no doubt. Rockstar, they're pretty good for their stories, aren't they? In my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't really that interesting. I find it quite boring sometimes. Yeah, I've heard mixed things. People say it's boring. Some people say it's actually really good. I guess it just depends on what kind of storytelling you like, I guess. What? Treason, how schmoomin'? Treason! Best story ever, in my opinion. I like the Wild West a lot. I meant the gameplay. Yeah, I mean, like, GTA and stuff like that, the gameplay is kind of stiff. But, you know, still, it does the job, I think. They definitely could make it more fluid. But, hey. And online has been a blast. Yeah, I don't think I'll play online. One, I don't really have the time. And two, I just don't really get any multiplayer these days unless it's like a co-op experience or like a team thing where I can, you know, be in a team of people that I know. Annoying other players and shooting them over and over until they rage quit is so satisfying. Oh god. So you just charge down people with your horse and start shooting people. Brotherhood was good. Yeah, very good. I love the music in Brotherhood. especially in Rome. It's so good. Also, there are no noob bike MK2s in Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, but there's going to be a noob horse coming out. Just you wait. It's going to have a Gatling gun on its forehead. And yeah, the story is a masterpiece in terms of narrative. Let's see then, shall we? But there is the lasso of justice. Yeah, I saw a lot of people make some funny videos, like they take people into the sewers with the lasso and then they throw them to the crocodiles. It feels like a lot of the fun from Red Dead Redemption 2, I suppose it comes from the fact that you can just do what you want, you know, you can just have stupid fun, which for me, that's what Grand Theft Auto was all about. Like, yeah, it can have a good story and everything, but at the same time, it also just allowed you to do whatever the hell you wanted, you know? Just have fun. And if you want to go around lassoing people, by all means, do it. There was a guy on YouTube that actually got in trouble for it. He was like lassoing this woman, and he was putting her on, like, he was finding ways to kill her, so he was throwing her into the crocodiles, or he was putting her on the rail track and watching until the train came and killed her. And a lot of people were outraged. They were like, how dare you do that? And they were like, take your video down and all that kind of stuff, which is crazy because in video games we kill people all the time, you know, and Red Dead Redemption and GTA are no different. So if people are getting creative with their kills, I mean, it's just a bit of fun, right? It's like when you play Manhunt, you're not really killing these people because you want to kill them, it's just because it's part of the game, you know? So let me see some camera angles here. So when we come in, I feel like we've got a lot of camera angles where you enter the place and you're like right at the door. I think I'll try and do something a bit different for this one. So since you're not really going to see over here, I think I might make the first camera here. So when you enter this room, let's just say the first camera angle's like, you know, something kind of like that, right? So you enter here, and then, oh, what did I do? And then once you move up that way, that's when the camera can maybe change. So you get this coffee one, but I don't know, I can always move that coffee one over here since the camera's there, you know. So you move up here. I could make it so that it's more open. At the same time, I kind of wanted to showcase this, but I can't go too close because, you know, there's a big floor here. So, let me see how am I going to do this. Just try to think of a good camera angle. I mean, I could just do something like that, you know. I mean, let's experiment, right? Let's try some different angles. So then if you come here, then when you get to there, I don't know. So I'm trying not to do like the same kind of angles all the time. Maybe then we can go on top of this unit here. Because you were there, you're coming here, so let's just say the next angle's kind of like that. And then once you get over there a bit more, we'll do like, let's see, because that camera it was like that. Let's see if you go to that side, the camera's more like, camera's more like that, let's just say. You can always block this part off here as well. So that's basically my quick experiment. See if the cameras look good. One thing I do need to delete is all this stuff over here. So this is the old jukebox. I remember it. I remember it fondly. Just need to get rid of some of this stuff here that we're not actually using anymore. Goodbye, paper. You've served as well. Can get rid of these. We can get rid of that payphone as well. The ceiling fans, I kept the ceiling fans, but like I don't think I'm going to use them, to be honest. Because like I said, when I was making this scene, I didn't actually think I was going to use them. Unless I make a camera angle like that, do you think that would be quite cool? So like, instead of a camera angle like that, maybe we could do something like that. Maybe that's quite cool. You know? Just to do something a bit different. I'd need to increase the wall, but you get the idea, right? Still, I'd make it too high because then people get a bit dizzy, you know? I mean, let me try it and see. I don't know if this is going to work. As always, we never really know until we test. Because sometimes some of the cameras, they don't... they're not... See what I mean? They're not like... Okay. Clearly you can see the paper here. You can pick up a paper. There's going to be some ammo here. So this angle looks alright, I guess. Like that as well. Kind of like that. Hold on, let me get my cameras activated. So it's like you're here. So you can kind of see everything. And then it goes in for a close-up. I mean, it kind of looks alright. It just gives a bit of variety, because I don't think we've did a top-down camera angle like this yet. It's not so necessary, but I guess it just allows us to do something a little bit different. And the reason the cameras aren't activating for this part is because I think they're like right in the corner. Yeah, like that. So I mean, it looks alright. Not too bad. I noticed we had an internet thing there, so I don't know if the buffering is going to start. Hopefully not. That would be a bit of a pain. I love the lasso trash talkers on their mics and execute them. GTA Online is free on the PS5. I mean, that's a good deal. For me, I probably won't play it just because, like I said, I don't really play online too much these days. For those of you who don't know, GTA Online will be free on the PS5. Yep, it will do. And still, GTO will keep getting worse. The first 3 months, it'll be permanent, a free-to-play game on the PS5. It's exclusive for 3 months. Then Xbox will get it, but it's permanently free to play game, which is cool. For those who haven't played GTA 5, yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people played it, but definitely, yeah, it's good to. Why not, right? If it's free, I would prefer if they gave us the entire GTA 5. I would like to play the story as well, but if they don't give us the whole thing, then alright, cool. Rockstar will milk us dry, and that they will indeed. If they're bringing GTA Online to the PS5, I can only assume GTA 6 is a long way away, because why would they release that if GTA 6 would technically have its own online, because it's like an upgraded version? So I don't know how it's going to work. I can't wait till the RTX 3000 series is out. The 2000 series will be cheaper then. I really don't know too much about these cards. And every time you log on GTA 5 every month, you will get 1 million until the PS5 comes out. It's a good deal. The Dual RTX 2080 is a dream. Probably really expensive, isn't it? Before the PS5 comes out. You'll be loaded. Loaded! So no more noob bikes. Well, we'll see. Got one noob bike to be honest, but only for transport. My password for my PS4 account and bought GTA 5, so RIP me. I'm sure you can get your password back. You just need to say forgot my password, it will send it to your email. And then you'll be able to reset your password from there. As long as you haven't forgotten your email password, then that would be bad. Digital, but it's okay. It's my only digital game and Spider-Man. So I won't be able to transfer my data. Uh-oh. I'll never get a new bike. Should get one just for fun. Hey Maddie Madness, welcome back. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. For transportation, I use basically any heli or jet. And I know it's raining right now, but you know, we don't have a roof. Let's just excuse the rain, right? But it looks quite nice. I like when it's hitting off the floor. Luckily, all my games except GTA 5 and Spider-Man are digital. And I love to grief with a new bike. Oh, so you're one of those players. I think Isaac is your nemesis. Hey Big Fish, welcome back. Hey LBA, I love cheese. Oh man. I ate it so much when I was a kid, but stopped eating it because I chose to commit to eating healthier. Plus I was working on the Dino chicken nuggets, and it's simple small. Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. That's crazy though. I mean, were you like Wallace and Gromit eating all your cheese every day? I love to drive with my tuned muscle car. Design, but I'm just trying to get used to the sculpting, but I have been working on. Yeah, I'm the same as you, and I really need to start sculpting. I'll probably start doing it next year. For some, I'll do it. I mean, anything I don't find to make in subject, I usually just say to people, like, if you want to make it and post it, then I'll use it. But if there's certain objects that I need, like for the surgery room, I need some surgery, you know, machines. I may have to make it myself. So things like that. But I think next year I'm going to try and make a little bit more of my assets. Like, I'm still going to use the Dreamiverse assets because it's really fast just to like put things down. But obviously I won't restrict myself to just using these assets. If I feel like I'm not very happy with something, and I'll make something myself. So I'll probably start doing that next year. I just need more time on Dreams, because I don't have time to learn sculpting and make a game, you know? It's like one or the other. It's funny to make wheelies with it, with your muscle car. I didn't know you could make wheelies with your muscle car. Heli Master Race. So you should have it within like 2 weeks, at least one Stegosaurus. Chicken nuggets. Where were we going to put the chicken nuggets? Was that for the cafeteria, or was that for like the children's ward? I can't remember. We've got so many areas now. I hate Cargo Bob. Who's Cargo Bob? Gotta love how the chat has turned into yet another GTA discussion. I know every time it becomes a GTA discussion. I mean, you guys can discuss GTA if you want, but I mean, I can't really contribute to that, so all I can say is okay. I need to refresh the stream here because my chat ended at that point. So I'm assuming there's still comments, it's just it didn't load for me. So it ended about 7 minutes past, so I'm like 20 minutes behind. Right, where are we? Where are we? No wait, I got more than 7 minutes past. I got to... Where did I get to? Yeah, I mean, I think most of the chat is... Right. Apparently the chat doesn't go all the way back to the start, so I think my chat went up to like 7 minutes past, and I had to refresh, and now I'm at 12 minutes past. So if you left a message between 7 minutes and 12 minutes, I don't have it anymore. So the next message I've basically got is, Isaac, you watched something. Welcome to the Dreams community then. So I'm not really sure what the context is here. Hal Schmooman doing gibberish for his dog's name. It buffered for 2 seconds. You're saying welcome to someone. If I missed someone that joined and I didn't get to your comment, welcome. Now, as far as GTO YouTubers go, I only watch Jer Thunderlord, whoever that is. Hey LB, remember the Jazz Punk soundtrack? No, I don't. I don't remember it. Unless it fits the theme, I don't remember it. Expert Thief is my favourite GTA YouTuber. I watch Mr. Boss for the win, said no one ever. Who the hell are these people? And Thread Dripper with 2 RTX 2080 Ti. What is this ailing language you're spouting, Joe? The King of Griefers. So that guy is the only GTA YouTuber that makes good content, no clickbait, begging for likes or subs, a lot of skills in GTA PvP and very entertaining. Oh yeah. It's good when you find someone that's not all in your face. My dog loves these streams, really? Oh. Is your dog at the TV going, "Arr, arr, arr." His content is pretty funny. As for Just Underland, it's one of those channels where I feel blessed to be able to speak German because he is German. But some of his vids are legit some of the funniest ones I've seen. Well, I guess that's probably why I've never heard of him, because he's German. Hey Kathy Jones! Yo! Nice to see you! Welcome. Hope you're having a great weekend. A flying horse with his ass being a booster. Wait, what are we talking about here? I can't speak German. 999. Yeah, lassoing people is really fun. What, you talking about real life now, or are you still talking about Red Dead Redemption? There was a trophy for hog-tying a person and leaving them on the train tracks. People are too sensitive. So there was a trophy for actually doing that? Because that's what the guy did in the video. Yeah, when I slice off someone's head in a game, it's not like I actually want to slice someone's head off in real life. Just you know, just a little slice, you know, not right off, just a little bit, you know, just to get a taste. Oh yeah, also one thing to add, Jer Thunderlord insults every person he sees all the time, but not in an obnoxious way. He does it in a really hilarious and stylish way. Yeah, it sounds fun. Screw him. Right, people who complain about griefing in a Wild West game are salty crybabies. Oh yeah, Crooked, that was the first Red Dead Redemption game. They act like they're working hard on a farm for money. To translate what Jer Thunderlord once said, if you're getting griefed, it means you're too crappy to defend yourself, so learn to defend yourself. Well, I've got John Jerry Steve, and technically we've got Boveretta as well, so they both kind of, you know, protect us from that kind of stuff. Oh no, I try my best to grind, and you grief me. By the way, LB, my new track is called Crinkly Finale Megatune X. I see you're coming up with the names in your sleep yet again. All of these casuals keep watching The Professional. Who the hell's The Professional? When making rooms, LB, I suggest making the wall double the height just in case someone manages to glitch the camera and see out. I don't know if people will be able to glitch the camera, but I could do that, yeah. We'll see once we get to the testing, because once I invite you guys to the private demo, feel free to break things. I mean, I'm really just letting you test it just to see what the game's like. It's not really to break it, but if you want to break it, by all means, break it. It'll be fun. Don't you just love how that's floating in the air a lot? New cars. I thought I was the only guy who thought like that. Pretty unfortunate you can't speak or understand German, because that's pretty much his GTA. Also, sorry LB for you feel to skip this combo. Yeah, this combo is going on, isn't it? Feel free though, by all means. Let me see. By the way, this is looking better and better. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm one of those players. Oh, Isaac, you've got a new nemesis. My chat's kind of going a bit crazy here. I need to catch up. Yeah, I think most of this stuff is GTA, so by all means keep going. So this looks alright for me. I think, like I said, we're not really trying to, you know, get the scene fully finished right now. The goal is just get it finished just enough so Intra Attack Out can put the lighting in the scene. That's all I'm looking for right now. That's all I'm looking for. And then so we've got this little scene in here, which I could probably just create right now because I think we have enough thermal, more or less. So I mean, I could cheap out and just use like the same floor and the same walls because you know, I don't want to overcomplicate things by always try to find like new walls and new doors and stuff like that. So let me see. Right, so that's where that wall ended, right, wasn't it? Yeah. So let me bring another one out here. In fact, just bring the whole thing out. Let's go. So I'll keep going with this, and then let me see where the door's gonna go. So I need to decide where this door's gonna go. So this is the corridor. Let me see. I could just bump all this up, because this is going to be like a separate scene. So, but I kind of need to flesh out the hallway anyway. So let's just make the hallway first, because I'm going to save these as 3 separate scenes. We'll have the office, the hallway, and the storage room. But just for referencing right now, I'll just make everything in the one sort of area for now, and then we'll see how this all pieces together. Okay, put it like that for now. So we'll get another wall. It won't look like this exactly, but because once I remix this, I'll be able to actually customize this part. Obviously, you're not going to see that. Just going to get a rough structure for the hallway. So let me see how wide this corridor should be. So that's the entrance into that office there. So let's just say there's that's the other door there. Now on the outside of this part here, this is basically where that big lobby was. So hold on a sec. That's where the big lobby was. So so remember, there was the door, then there was the elevators, and then there was the staircase. So when you come through this door, I don't want to make the corridor too wide, but it shouldn't be too narrow. So I think, I mean, this looks okay. So you come through this door and boom, There's already another room here that you can go into, or you can keep going down. There's another door here, because there's 2 doors you can use. For now at least. And then we'll basically move all this forward a bit. So I'll try and put the storage room a bit closer, like that. So if you come out of that room, there's another door here. So it's kind of similar. Either side, there's 2 doors kind of close to each other. Right. Okay. Just getting a structure here to see if this looks good for the corridor. Oh, perfect. So let me see here. Okay. So we'll say that's like the corridor on the outside. And here's the office. And then through here we're going to find another little records room, but I'm going to use like some different items that we never used before, because the job centre does have a storage room. But the hospital has a storage room too, right? Because this is like an office area, so we kind of need to have one as well. But I was going to use mostly these kind of boxes, so at least it looks a bit different to the other storage area. So I could basically just flesh this out. Put a floor down, get the walls sorted out. So I'm not going to send these scenes to Intra-Attack out just yet, because he's still working on the city areas and the streets. So anything we make right now is just in advance, to be honest. So let me copy another floor here. There we go. Right, give me a second here. Right, I think, is that it? Is that good? Okay. I'll just keep using the same floor for now. This is kind of what I did when I was making the job center before. What the hell happened to my... Kind of getting a bit wonky. Let's see. Oh god knows what I've done. I don't know what I've done. My floor was so good, and now it's... I don't know if it's this floor maybe. That is weird. Okay. Is it slanted? I can't even see. Feels like it's on the grid. It's just this floor here is a bit crappy, that's all. Hold on, let me... I think it's this floor here that was a bit dodgy. But we don't need this floor. I could probably just delete this big floor right now, to be honest. Let's fill this up. Don't you hate that when it's like just like that? Right. Then I'll move more of these over. See that white stuff again? I think it comes from one of these. I don't know why. It was like the weirdest design choice. Right. So I'll probably bring this wall in a wee bit at some point anyway. So let me just build out a wall here. Hold on. It'll be easier to do this when I remix it, because then I won't have objects from other scenes getting in the way. Okay, so it's roughly like this. Give or take. Right, there you go. I wasn't going to keep this because this was from the other wall, but that actually looks quite cool. Like it kind of blocks off that part. But this was going to be a wall anyway, so I was going to move all this to this part anyway. So it's not really a big deal. Right, let me see. So after I sort this out, I'll show you the other environments that we've done so far with the lighting. So if you saw on Twitter or Discord, you know what to expect, but at least you'll get to see what it looks like in Dreams. Plus there's a couple of other areas that Intra finished this morning. He did the lighting for the bathroom, as well as the lobby. So we'll check that out in a moment. Okay. Just keep this one going for now, I think. Okay. So I think that kind of does the job. We've got a rough floor organised. Rough floor and walls. For this section means I can actually delete these walls now. So there you go. We've got when we enter the main lobby for the hospital, we basically come through here. There's a corridor. We've gone here to the office. There's two different ways to leave. If you leave through and enter through here, you get into another records room. So I need to detail all this. Add some cameras, just make sure everything kind of looks okay. But I think I'm going to quickly show you the environments we've done already with the lighting, just for anyone that's not seen them yet. You know, before we run out of time. Right, if you're still talking about GTA, I'm going to skip past it, but I'm going to find a comment that's not about GTA. Hello Delirium, nice to see you again. I'm not sure when you joined in because there was a lot of GTA chat here, so I kind of missed out some stuff. Let's see. I'm going to need a lot of wood for a side project. Oh yeah? What kind of wood are you going to be needing? Yeah, it gives you 1.2 million. What's that? Is this more GTA stuff? What are you making? Are you crafting your own cabin, maybe? Anyone excited for the VR add-on? I do think VR add-on is good, even though I would prefer online multiplayer first. I'm not against VR. I think the VR update will be pretty cool. It's just that I don't have a VR headset, and even though they say you can use the tools and make your own VR games without using VR, I don't have a VR to really experience it, so I'm happy for some people, but at the same time, I'm not really bothered. I don't have a VR headset, so it doesn't impact me at all. But it's an evolution of Dreams. If it gets more people into Dreams, gets people creating other types of content, by all means. But they really need to get a move on with this online multiplayer, because I really want to start making co-op stuff. That's my biggest ambition, and at least being able to play multiplayer games and stuff like that. Even if you can create with at least one other person at the same time, that would be nice. I couldn't care less about the VR update, to be honest. Hardly any additions for non-VR players, and I don't want to buy an overpriced VR headset just to experience a bit of new content. Only silver lining is that when the VR update is out, we'll never have to hear anything about it again, and MM can finally focus on more important things. It'd be funny if the VR thing really took off though, and they're like, let's just make Dreams about VR, because that's where the money is at, right? We're making Sony a lot of money with all these Move controllers and headsets, and it's the only way we can sell DLC. Buy the VR. Dreams will add a ton of more content for me, it will indeed. If I had VR, it'd be great, I just don't. There's currently, is that a lot added for non-VR users too? Yeah, I had a look at the list, and it's like, the stuff they add for non-VR users, it's not that exciting. You know, it's like, okay, cool, you know. I feel like, out of all the Dreams updates, I don't really feel like I've had any advantages for myself, like, as a creator. You know, it feels like most of the updates have just been for, you know, play mode, like the menus and stuff like that. I don't really feel like they've done anything for me personally. All they've done for me is actually go backwards. They reduced the audio limit to 15 seconds, so they've damaged me doing that. I'm not really feeling any. To me, Dreams is the same as it's been since beta. Nothing for me. Nothing changed. Even if there's little tweaks here and there, overall, nothing's changed for me personally. Until they actually give us multiplayer or some other new tools that were in Little Big Planet that we don't have. Maybe make a sculpt, have opacity. You know, if they can figure that out one day. I'm making a game in Dreams. Have you seen it on Discord so far? I've not, because I've been streaming, but I'm sure some other guys have. LB, after you the showcase of the Glay Glay Glay, can you listen to my song? You're getting a bit like Daniele. Remember I said I would, as long as it didn't pierce my ears. That's what I said. It's just a few quality of life improvements, and not even really important ones, like waiting on the removal of the 50 likes notification cap and the 15 seconds audio cap. It's so annoying. Do you know what I had to do when I was recording my lines, right? I don't have a studio, right? So when I record lines, I don't want the lines to be really echoey. So what I basically have to do is I have to cover myself when I do the lines, and if it's every 15 seconds I need to take it off, back on, take it off, back on. You know, it's so repetitive, man, because I need to get the controller and select, record my lines, take it off, select again. Can you imagine doing that for every line? It's so repetitive. I'd rather just go record, okay, here we go, I've got my script here, blah 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 blah, and then a few minutes go by, I've did a lot of lines already. But no, they made it really stressful. You skipped my comment and it wasn't about GTA. What was it about, Joe? Let me know. It's quite hard though, because when a conversation's going, it's hard for me to catch up, you know, because the comments are coming quite fast. But just repost your comment. I'm sure it's died down a bit now. I want someone to make a first-person shooter VR game. I mean, I have plans for a first-person shooter game next year, but I never anticipated VR, so I don't know if I can make a game where it's like normal mode, VR mode, or if I need to make the VR game separate, because apparently people can rate your dream based on how the VR experience is, and I don't know if that would affect my regular game, so I might have to make the VR edition separate, and I don't know if it's worth putting all that effort in until I know how popular this whole VR craze is, because people are going to start this VR thing and they need to wait for people to make VR games. It takes people forever to make games and dreams in general, let alone VR games. So now we've basically got the creators are now divided between making regular dreams and VR dreams, you know, and it's like, it's crazy. Like, I'm not going to just jump to VR games. I will only make a VR game if it was like, I made a game, if I can update it with VR, okay, but I'm not going to make a VR game from scratch, because then, I don't know, if can you imagine if all your favourite creators just start making VR games, and then suddenly the quality of content for non-VR drops, or is more sparing, you know? It's definitely going to be... I know that the regular content is always going to be more popular than the VR content. I'm not saying that VR is going to be like this big thing that's going to take over dreams, but it's definitely going to have some kind of impact, and I just hope that some creators don't just fixate on VR, because, you know, a lot of us I ain't going to be able to play any VR games. Even if I make a VR game, I can't even play my own game. So hopefully they do right by it. Like Subject, this survival horror game, it can't have VR. Like, this does not work in VR. The only game that would work is the first person games that I made. So I'll just make a normal game, but then update to have a VR version. I think that's the best way to do it, because that way non-VR people can still enjoy the game. They don't have to just play an exclusive VR thing. Let me just catch up here. Don't forget about my songs too. Yeah. You got it, Chief. Hey, Crack. Nice to see you again. Hope you had a great week. Hope your weekend's going well so far. How are you, mates? I'm doing pretty well. We got another little environment done here. Just a basic one. So we've got the office, we've got the corridor outside, and we have the little records room here. So it's like a shell right now, but it's kind of enough just so we can move on to the next phase. Once we get all the lighting done, then I'll come back, I'll look at the lighting, I'll see how it complements the scene, I'll change things, and then I'll start adding the gameplay and stuff like that. But I'm kind of focusing on the street areas just now. It's just that we've done most of the interior stuff in the streets. I don't have to, the exterior stuff, making all the buildings, that's going to take me a lot of time, because there's no real buildings that you can just pick up and put down. So I need to make all my buildings from scratch, all my signs, you know, all of the architecture, I need to do it from scratch, so it's going to take a bit longer. But we'll keep working on the hospital and the streams. Just keep making progress, whatever way, we're still making progress. It impacts me a lot. Gotta love how we're blackmailing LBA every stream to play songs. I know, I feel like you guys are making songs, like you're forcing yourself to make a song. Or like, there's a stream tomorrow, I need to make a song. Good old blackmailing. I know. But it's only blackmailing if you've got something on me. So if I don't show your song, what are you going to do about it? Feed me onions? Alright, I'll listen to your song. You've got me there. I'm using no assets by other people for my game because I only want it to be the game I wanted it to be like. Yeah, absolutely. If you have a vision for your game, go for it. I just don't have the time to, especially a game this size, I don't have the time to sculpt everything. Probably take me like a whole week just to sculpt a bloody table. Play my song or I'll kidnap John J. Steve. I think you've got that the wrong way around. One good thing about the GTA chat is that you didn't have to read any of it, hence you have more time to work on your game. I mean, I normally do read all the comments, it's just that when it becomes a conversation, there's no point in me reading it, because you guys have already read it anyway, you know? And it's not directed at me. I don't have anything to say about GTA. I tested some of the unreleased instruments earlier, and I'm so excited. They put some unreleased instruments in the Welcome Garden kit, such as a drum kit called a Pirate Break. Oh, nice. These new instruments are going to be amazing, I can't wait. I just want to make my objects see-through, yeah, and we'll probably never get it because they say like it's too hard on the engine. These damn flecks that we made not to be polygons or triangles, you know, yet they still can't be see-through, it's too difficult on the engine. Get it on the PS5 then. Now with PS5 opacity options, we can finally do it with the power of the PS5. That's technology right there. Yeah, I can't wait either. The audio update, now that's a worthwhile update. Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, again, like, VR is not for me. Audio is not for me. However, I can see the benefits of both in the community. And at least the music side of things, I still need music for my games. So, music is definitely going to be good. And like I say, if I can update certain games to VR, then I'll do it. But it's not going to be an exclusive project. I just don't think I would waste my time doing that, to be honest. The new kits sound really good for drum and bass. It's Hypertronic's Dream. Isaac, the moment you put a VR headset on, you'll see a big new world of content. Imagine that. A world of onions. You can look around and it's onions everywhere. I mean, I know you see that in real life anyway, but in VR, you would have infinite onions. We are all Daniele, LB. We're all Daniele on the inside, you know. That's the key point from this. The lesson we learned today. Maybe someday on PS5 I will think about it. Yeah, you'll hit that moment maybe when you think, alright, I need a new Dreams update, let's just get VR. On the inside we are Daniele, yeah. That's what your therapist basically tells you at one point. You come to realise we're all Daniele on the inside. I'm working on a side project inspired by Fatal Frame. Oh nice, how is your Contra style game going? Interested to see how that's looking. When I do my lines, I do them in my closet so there's no echo. Yeah, I mean I used to do lines in my closet, but it got so claustrophobic and like I couldn't move my legs. It was so like, ah. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. Sounds like a real pain, LB. Yeah, it is. I mean, I only started doing that recently because I thought I saw like some professional voice actors who do they're quarantined and they're doing a lot of voice acting at home, and they basically have like a tent above them. It's basically like a big blanket, you know, that goes around the mic. And I tested it, and it works quite well. You know, if you're talking in a room, you have a little bit of an echo. Not much, but you can hear it on the recording. As soon as you put that round, all the sound is like contained around you, so it definitely ups the quality. So if you listen to the voice acting in What Lies Within, you can tell that the quality definitely improved. And the sound of my Jet PS4 isn't showing up. Mine is though. Mine will always be there for you. Don't you worry about that. I think we're getting to the end of this video here. But I think it's just more Silent Hill music that's going to come on. Some relaxing Silent Hill tunes today. For the waterfall in my game, I'm reducing the sculpture detail for the water, and it looks awesome. Yeah, it gives it more of a splashy kind of look, doesn't it? Maybe you could link the Discord, LB, so they can chat and it doesn't push back any important comments. I don't mind if they chat here, to be honest. It's no big deal. It just means that I need to scroll through a bit. I'm going to spend a long time on it, like maybe 2 years. Nah, maybe less. But it's gonna be a long effort on the game, but it will hopefully be worth it. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope Hauschmumen doesn't trash it. That 15-second limit is the dumbest thing MM have done so far. Yeah, and they said they're only doing it temporarily, but they haven't really said anything about updating it, you know, so who knows what's actually going to happen. Let me just go back on this soundtrack here. Let me just catch up here. I don't know if that works, but oh well. Yeah, I agree, Crypt. Oh, everyone agrees with you, Crypt. Someone is already making a VR game. Yeah, it's Elka Gaming. He's making a VR game, which basically it's Tron. It's another copyrighted project. If you haven't seen it, it's literally Tron. It's called The Grid VR, and it's Tron. Let's not forget, it's Tron. It's Tron. I wrote a comment about the RTX 2080 Ti, a top-of-the-line GPU with 11GB VRAM and ray tracing support. It costs at least €1,200. I ain't getting that. No way. I hope VR brings a proper control interface for the Move controllers. There's only a DualShock control interface at the moment. I prefer DualShock over Move controllers, more comfortable. For creating, I'm talking about when you want moves as the controllers for your created game. Ah, that's good. Yeah, if you want to make like a shooting game, it would be good to use the Move controllers or the plastic gun you can attach it to. Aye, that would be good. Nah, I don't create, so it's okay. Nah, but for you, it's like you're not creating. Crisis game, you can just use the Move as a gun. Yeah, we are, LB, we are. Nah, I don't want more opportunities to convince you. To convince me. If you don't play my tracks, I won't compose tracks for Subject. Oh, and I'll spam your servers with onion memes. Don't do that, Tailed. And I'll send a large garlic to your mail. You're walking a thin tightrope here. A new verb, Danieling. When you blackmail someone to check out something you made, he, she, Daniellied, we Danielli, you Danielli, I'm Danieling. Yeah, I should add that to the dictionary, that makes sense. Why make songs when you can make games? Dun dun dun! Bruh, because music is life. Nah, make me a VR first-person shooter game instead. You heard him. You heard the man, Isaac. Make that onion shooter game. You can literally attempt your own interpretation of a genre you like, and you can make more music of a certain style to listen to. Games aren't anything without music. We need the musicians. We need the musicians are nothing without the games, man, and the games are nothing without the musicians, right? Let's just have a harmonic balance here. I'm being attacked from all sides. Appreciate that appreciation. Time to get the spearman. Oh god. Not attacked, just a different opinion. Taste my javelins, you musicians. What MM needs to bring into Dreams to make it the perfect game as we all want. Multiplayer, please. Higher thermal. And then maybe a puppet that at least has some kind of default, you know, movement in the facial muscles. Because I feel like you can't really animate a face in Dreams, and you know the number one rule of animation is the eyes and the face need to be really expressive, otherwise your games are always going to be really flat and just kind of soulless. which is why I'm really worried about the cutscenes in this game, because the characters are going to be like, you know. So I'm going to have to do some like smoke and mirrors kind of directing to try and make sure you don't focus too much on the characters, you know. But yeah, they definitely need to sort something, like either give us an option to manipulate the actual sculpts so that they can move, you know, like that, or give us a basic built-in template for a face, you know, like a puppet that can actually, you know, talk and move its muscles and stuff like that. That's essential for me, because if Sackboy can already do more facial animations than any Puppet Trinka, you know. You'll never beat me, never. I didn't actually get in the closet, I just opened the door a bit, squeezed my head in there and closed the door a bit and then spoke into my mic. Well, by closet, I thought you meant like a closet you would open. I wasn't talking about a wardrobe, you know, a wardrobe where you keep your clothes. I was talking like a cupboard, like, you know, a walk-in cupboard where you know what I mean. My Contra style game is going well. I just finished making the boss for the 3rd stage and now working on setting up enemies for the stage. Once I'm done with all that, I'll put stage 3 together. Sounds good. How many stages do you think your game will have before it's ready? If you're willing to share that information. Contra style horror, is there explosions? Yes, there's always explosions. You can't have a Contra game without explosions. You know, I've never played a Contra game in my life, so I can't wait to play this one. Okay, now do you have rifles? LB, search up Jazzpunk soundtrack .net. It's sci-fi horror sounding and it's the closest fit for this stream. Closest, but is it close enough? Darknet sounds kind of dodgy. Remove the 50 like notification cap. Remove audio recording cap. Make it easier to make 2D art games. Something like corner editor tool from LBP. And enemies that have aimbot. Make sure you have enemies that have aimbot. I got to go. Alright, see you later, that one gamer. Thanks for tuning in. You have a gun that evolves with pickups. You start with a handgun, but you can pick up a power-up that transforms the gun into a shotgun, machine gun, missile launcher, and laser gun. That sounds cool. Have you ever played the game Control? She basically has like one gun, and that one gun can morph into like so many other guns. It's quite cool. Also, don't showcase creations by big creators only. Give unknown creations time to shine as well. Community Creations 50 was good in that regard. Make that more often. Yeah, I mean, it took them 50 attempts to get that one right, so who knows when they'll do another one, you know. Gosh, nearly finished the lake, but I'll do some more detail soon. Nice. What is blackmailing? What is blackmailing? Like, what is it really? Erpressung. Games are nothing without music, but music is a lot even without games. It depends. It depends how you look at it, because if you like to listen to bands, okay, but if you listen to music without lyrics, just music like what we're doing right now, it's not for everyone, do you know what I mean? You need to really like your music, because like I don't listen to music, that much music without vocals. I only listen to this because it's like a really good video game soundtrack, but other than that, personally for me, I don't, you know. If LBA could read it, I couldn't. I'm sorry. Also, I suck at logic, so no onion shooting game for you, LB. Sorry. Just get an onion and put in a emitter and fire it, you know. Bullshit. Look up my LP Android. She got lots of expressions. But you actually made that yourself. Do you know what I mean? You actually put tons of effort into making that Android, you know. And like, how many people have got time or the skill to actually do that? Do you know what I mean? Unless everybody just uses your Android and then remixes it, but I'm not saying it's not possible to make facial expressions, I'm just saying that Media Molecule need to give us a template to at least allow us to do it, you know? Easier. Because it's a pain in the ass. Klein Glob there. Right, I'm not going to read that. No thanks. Garlic shooter game. You're a human and have to shoot at vampires with different weapons which shoot garlic. You need to have some patience to make games in Dreams. I only just got that patience from a Twitch streamer. Yeah, so it takes a lot of time to make games, so yeah. I'm thinking 7 or 8 stages, depending if I can find a train I can use. So far I can't find one, so I may scrap the train stage. Yeah, it's always annoying when you can't find what you're looking for. Then you need to sculpt it yourself. Trance music LB. Synthwave is as far as I'll go. There's lots of good electronic music without vocals. I need more cyberpunk assets for my Contra game. I found quite a lot of not cyberpunk, but kind of like futuristic stuff. But obviously there's not a huge selection. Metal tracks without vocals are rare, but they're good too. I just like the interludes from like Kill Switch Engage. That's it. Or ambient music. Sorry, yeah. Only finished the lake now, doing mountain, then doing a bit more land, and then details, and then the logic for the person I made. Yes, the LP is my original creation. LB, you have to read it. I can't read it. It probably says something terrible. I made cyberpunk lockers. Well, small woman, house movement. You need to make more than just lockers. We need a whole ensemble. Right, let me, I'm going to save this. I'm starting to save everything online now, because my local save data always gets too full. Come on. Takes forever to select it though. There we go. Normally I didn't like to save online, because I hate, you know, you have all the versions, and then every time you save. So if I save this level like 50 times, there's going to be like 50 versions. And I hate that. It just sounds so messy, you know. And if you save locally, it only saves one version. But I guess it's good, because if you want to go back to an older version, it's kind of possible. So let me show you the environments that Intra-Attack so graciously did for us. So we had this area here. So you can see from the pictures I changed the floor and the colour a little bit. So this is roughly what I did so far. So we're coming into this area here. There's going to be like a records room here, and then, you know, boxes, paper scattered all over the place, and this leads to the lobby area. So I've got the cameras, but I still haven't put up the logic for connecting them all, so they won't transition perfectly. So basically we're coming from here, we're going to here, looks okay, then here, then that will transition properly later. So here we've got the papers, and then we'll transition to this part. So I think it looks quite good so far, and I do quite like the lighting as well. It's got a nice little feel to it. Because what I'm going to do with the lighting is every area is going to have a unique kind of lighting. I don't want it to all be like really creepy lighting. You know, some rooms have good amount of lighting, some don't. Some have flickering lights, some just have moonlight, some might just have fire. So it's like the lighting has to have variety as well. So that was this scene. And then when you go into the records room, this is basically the records room here, which I still need to work on a bit more, but because I need to put something up here on this wall here. So that's basically, we're out in this corridor, then we came in here. So this room is a bit darker. So what Intra-Attack did basically was, over here we've got the PC. Now the light from the PC, that's going to give us, that's like the primary light. That's what we're kind of focusing on in this scene. So most of the light will come from here. However, you can't see it right now because I'm in pause mode. But imagine originally there was going to be like lights in all 4 corners. So basically all the lights here are broken, so you can only see light from the PC. But this light over here actually works, but it kind of flickers on and off. So that kind of radiates to here and to here a little bit. So the only camera angle that doesn't work properly without actually setting it up is this one. So you're not going to see this one. There's going to be a zombie here, by the way, if you're wondering why there's why there's blood. So let me I took off my puppet so I could take pictures. Excuse me. So we'll test them out again here. So as you can see the light over here, you can kind of see it flickering a little bit. So we've got a few different directions. You can go this direction, but you know, you'll be blocked, don't worry. So you're blocked here. If you come round this way, it'll be like this, and that's with the light. The only functioning light is this part here. And then you come down here and it'll switch to here. So I moved some of these shelves just to make it look a bit more interesting. Got some stuff all over the floor. And then when you come here, you'll have this. And you'll have some that are down here as well, blocking your path. So basically there'll be something interesting for you to find there. And then if you go down here, like I said, that camera angle down here doesn't work without setting it up. But basically after that you'll come here, there's a computer here which you can interact with. And yeah, I'm liking it so far. Still got some work I need to do on it, obviously. But I'm quite happy with it so far. More or less. And I've not really did the camera angles, but I'll show you the bathroom scene. So he intro attack out, he did the lighting for this today. So this is basically going to be the bathroom scene. Look how creepy this bathroom looks, by the way. So I've got one of the cubicles here, and it's got like blood here. And I'm going to let the player decide if they want to open this door or not. So they'll press X and it'll be like, do you want to open the cubicle? I might even leave the door open like slightly just to tease you to just, you know, open it like that. So I'll show you the lighting here. I haven't did the camera angles yet, so you're not really going to see much there. But again, what we did was we did some kind of light, and like in the last room it kind of flickers, but this particular light bulb, it's almost ending, you know, like it's on its last legs, it's almost about to pop, you know. So we tried to make it that even when it turns on it's still quite dull. So you can imagine once we get the camera angles in this bathroom, I think it's going to look quite good, you know. I'm pretty happy with this one as well. And then one of the other ones he did was the job center lobby. This one has camera angles, but I've not had a chance to properly tweak them. So don't worry about this, the windows, because the windows aren't final. So basically he's got light here. Because what we wanted to do for the lighting for this scene was we wanted most of the light to come from the moonlight, plus also from the fire that's nearby outside, and that's most of what illuminates this scene. So you've got some motivational posters here. Get a job, not a life. I wasn't sure which one to go for. A minimum wage equals minimum problems. I think you can agree. Don't approach me until I've had my coffee. At work. So, you know, make sure you're getting a job here. Otherwise, get the hell out. So I've got some camera angles here. So you can see it's like you'll enter the room before this was the corridor. So if you remember, the corridor was quite bright. People could see what they were doing. Suddenly they enter this room and then they're like, oh, it's all dark. You know, it's like they were so safe, so secure when it was all bright, and now so they can go into the bathroom from here, or they can go down this way. So it'll be like that. Hello. Nice to see you. And then we've got the camera here. So we've got the staircase here. I just need to illuminate maybe this a bit better, just so people can see that you can actually go up the stairs. But I was probably going to redo the staircase because I didn't really like this particular one. But basically this is all of the... This is the waiting room. So if you go up to this way, if you're going to leave, right, the camera's going to be kind of like that. If you want to leave the main entrance to the job centre. If you don't, if you're coming from this side and you want to go that way, the camera will change to like that. So that way you can see all around. So if you want to go back this way and go here, it'll change like that. And then if you can actually go behind the counter as well. And there's another camera here. Hello again! Don't mind me. So I think it looks quite creepy, as it is. Hopefully you're getting some musical ideas for this, Isaac. All these areas, because that's basically all those 4 areas, that's the bottom floor of the job centre. I still need to finish the top floor, so Intra Attack Out can do the lighting for it. Basically the music for this scene, it's going to be more foreboding. It's not going to be so in your face, you know, because when you're in the streets and you're trying to get away from the zombies, it's going to be like really intense. You enter the job centre and suddenly you feel a bit safer, but you know there's still an evil around, you know, so it's the music is still like very somber, but it's not so intense, and it just allows you to explore because there's no zombies so far. You're just going around, you're learning the basics of the game. How do you traverse between the environments? How do you explore to find certain things, and you know, to find ammo and things like that. So that's what I want to do first before I start throwing too many zombies at you. So I'm liking it so far. I think Intra did a really great job with the lighting. I'll finish up there's like at least 3 more scenes upstairs. So the corridor upstairs, we've got an interview room and a computer room upstairs. So I'll finish those, I'll send them to Intra. He'll get those done whenever he has time. And then the only area that I need to finish, both for lighting and for sculpting, is outside the job centre, the main street, because it's hard to find buildings in the job centre. So I need the job centre. It's hard to find buildings for the street, so I need to build everything myself, and it's going to take me a bit longer. But once we get those 3 areas done upstairs, and once I get the street outside finished, that's all the areas done for the demo. So I can start to piece the demo together. I'll get the door transitions. Once I get the door transitions, I'll probably put up a private demo, so if anybody wants to play the private demo, you can let me know. And I'm going to update the private demo a couple of times, so I'll update it again with more gameplay. So right now all the doors are open, there's no puzzles. I'll just test going between all the environments with the door transitions and the music. And then after that we'll add the gameplay, so you can find health items, ammo, documents to read, items to solve puzzles or to open doors, that kind of thing. And then the last update, I'll add combat, so I'll add zombies, I'll add all the animations, and then it should be good enough to publicly release by the end of September. And once I've got a template for all the combat, once I've got a template for the inventory, the documents, the ammo, the health, the key items, all that kind of stuff, once I have all the templates, I'll be able to make a lot of progress, because all I need to do is update each area, put in a template. So okay, we want to put some handgun ammo here, we want to put some health here, we want to put a diary here or a newspaper. You know, I've already got a template, so I just need to edit it, and I'll be editing all these scenes really quickly. I'll be linking them all really quickly. I'll do that all off stream. So on stream we'll just keep working on detailing all these environments. We'll keep sending them to Intra. He's going to keep doing the lighting. Then we're going to go back over, add the gameplay, add all our templates. And I think once we get to that point, I think making the rest of the game is going to be quite fast. and we should be able to get it done before the end of the year. And once I've finished my templates, I'll be able to work on the cutscenes. So far everything's going to plan. I'm going to keep working hard though. I don't want to relax too much. I want to keep pushing on. Even if we finish the game early, I would prefer that, because then we'll have more time to add some extra polish, and we don't need to panic so much when it comes to the final month or two of development. So I mean, what did you think of the area so far, excluding the cameras, because I need to connect them all together? What did you think? I'm just going to scroll back up because my comments went a bit crazy. I'll make an ensemble when I finish Cyberpunk. An ensemble? What the hell is an ensemble? Also, I'll probably attempt to make synthwave and trance soon, so you've got something to look forward to, LB. Yes, finally. Your tracks will ascend. Once you get some synthwave, I'll be like, gonna have to play that all stream, every stream. Glad to see my walls are getting you good use. Ah, that's right, Delirium, yeah. We're putting your walls to good use. Yeah, that's it. A lot of your assets, especially in the underground lab, are getting used, which is quite cool. I don't think you've been here for a while, so you've probably missed when we were putting these together. But yeah, we've used quite a lot of your assets, and of course we can't forget John Jerry Steve. I mean, he's like your mascot these days. That looks great, LB. You definitely weren't kidding when you said it would look great eventually. I know. And even then, like, this is not finished yet. It's going to look even better than this, because I'm going to go back. I'm going to, like, once I've got time, I'll go back and I'll add, like, just little details to all the scenes. I just don't want to do that right now because I feel like I'd waste too much time. But it will look even better than this. We'll keep going. Once we import the character, once we get the music, once we get the sound effects, once I add little intricate details to everything, I think it's going to look really good. Tom played your Ragdoll game on MM stream the other day. How schmoomin', he seemed bamboozled. Yeah, he actually watched it, and apparently as soon as he found out the fart button, he left because he was so disappointed. I think Crooked is referring to Stream 50. It's the one we watched. When I got a bit of attention too, but LB got shunned. Hope he gets featured next stream though. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, yeah, Crooked, he didn't look impressed by the farting mechanic. I'm not entirely sure, I didn't watch it live. I hate how lights don't instantly flick off, they slowly turn off, it's annoying. It depends what kind of lights you used. We actually did a test, and if you use a big light, they turn off and on really quickly. It's just if you use, you know, the spherical lights, they usually take a while to turn on and off. It's weird. Tom seemed to like my track though, which is good. Yeah, same, it's terrible. What Isaac's track? Perfect timing. Those camera positions are awesome. Thanks very much, Joe. It's all a work in progress. We're just going to keep tweaking until the demo comes out. I think I just need 3 more songs till I can assemble my 10-track LP once that is done. Expect me to send it to everyone for like a week straight. Don't you dare. That'll be good. It'll be good to get a new release. Yeah, the camera angles are great. Period stain. Where's the period stain? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I didn't want to say it myself. It's starting to look and feel more and more like an actual survival horror game too, so it's definitely shaping up here. Yeah, it'll get even better. See, once I add the inventory as well. There we go. Check the map. Check the items. You know, you're actually properly animated when you're walking. You know, if you're injured, you'll be holding your wounds and walking slower, and oh, it's going to be good. Still a lot of work to do, but yeah, like I said, we're going to come to this point where once all the templates are done and we start pushing them all together, the game's going to come together really well. Just need to keep working hard on it. Almost every day, even off stream, I need to keep working on it. Especially if we want to get back to Super Alien Buddy 2 at some point. We kind of need to get a move on. Yeah, it's not too bad so far. I just need to update those windows because obviously, like, the blinds are closed, so I need to, like, open up the blinds a little bit more. Gosh, so much work. I really hope it was worth it after this game is done. It will be worth it. I'm sure it will be. Let's keep the faith. Hey Dino, welcome. Nice to see you again. Hope you're having a great weekend. Also, good luck with your game, Robbie. Yes, Robbie needs all the luck he can get. He's creating his game from scratch. I just played What Lies Within. Thumbs up. Oh, thank God. So you thought it was okay? That's good. Are you using tank controls? Yep. Here's my tank controls here. Look. Dun, 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 dun. Need to turn round to get the hell out of here. Yep, so I'll be using tank controls. Traditional all the way. I love how Puppety Trinket looks when it fires the gun. What was that? Bang, bang, bang! Don't mess with me, man. Job centre on your damn walls. Yeah, Delirium, but I think you'll be able to disable tank controls on easy difficulty. Once I get to that part, we'll see. Because if I've got time, I'll do it. Also, sure, LB, send me the screenshots and DM on Discord and details for the song. 1 to 2 references. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'll just give you each track slowly, so that I don't want to give you too many tracks to work on. So you did a great job with the title track. I gave you the prologue, so we'll do the prologue. After the prologue, then we'll do the one for the streets, and then there's kind of like a boss battle, so it's like we'll need music for the boss battle, and then we'll have music for the job center. So we'll get there slowly, because I'm not in any rush to get the music for this just yet, because like I said, this demo isn't due till the end of September. Got a lot of things to work on, so we'll just take it one track at a time. We'll get there. Hold on, I think I need to... This always happens. I never plug in my laptop because it's always a pain, but I've got my charger here. Let me plug it in just a sec. I hate that though, because every time I go to plug in my laptop, I'm literally just about to plug the charger into the laptop, and then you know what happens, the laptop goes, see you later. So yes, my laptop just turned off. Right as I was putting in the charger, no, see you later. I'm like, thanks very much. And hopefully it shouldn't take too long to load back up though. I've basically gone dark until this laptop turns back on. But it's weird, when it turns off automatically, it takes a while to shut down, and then once it shuts down, I need to press it to turn back on again, so it's kind of pointless. I think it's turning on back now. Oh no, it looks like a hard reset. That's not good. Hard reset means it's going to take forever. So that's basically, those are basically the areas. What I can do now is I can start playing your tracks now. Maybe I can just bring up the stream on the iPad. Let me see. There we go. I love it. My stream's always on the home menu. It's really fast to get to. So I'll basically play your tracks. That's all the areas then. So we've got the corridor, we've got the wee records room, we've got the bathroom, and we've got the lobby done, which is all looking great. So we just need to do the top floor now. There's a horror game we made, by the way. It's doing quite well. It's almost 300 thumbs up. Close to 500 plays. 450 dreamers. It's doing pretty good. So if you've not played it yet, check it out. So I'll check out some of your tracks now. Damn House Moomin. I swear we should just rename the stream. Small How. Small How. There you go. The preview is a complete lie. Maybe that sounds like your kind of track. I don't think it is a lie. I think that's really what it sounds like. Like, prepare yourself, people. House Moomin's tracks are not to be sniffed at. Why are we starting over here? Is that on purpose? Is this your AIDS track? Oh well, we're starting from this point. Right, I'm just going to catch up with the comments now because I've got them up on my iPad now. So where did I get to? Oh, see you later, Joe. Sorry I missed your comment there. I'll also work on the prologue track soon. Don't forget though, when I gave you the timeline thing, there's like over 30 tracks, right? So realistically, you have to make 2 tracks per week. And if you make less than that, you're going to have to make 3 tracks per week, 4 tracks per week. So be careful, because it's going to mount pretty steep. Problem with regular controls is it messes with camera work. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before to me. I'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, I'll just remove it. If people complain about tank controls, I'll be like, look, that's just the type of game it is. You know, it's a one-time experience. Next week, you'll be able to play another Dream. I'm going to try and keep this as authentic as possible. Hopefully people still appreciate the tank controls. Hopefully that's not going to derail the whole project, but that's just the game it is, you know. While you have to button bash to break out of zombie grabs, I'm going to try and do that, yes. I think you'll automatically break out of the grab after a short period of time, but yeah, if you want to break out a bit sooner, then yeah, I'll try and do that. By the way, LB, once the audio update comes out, I'm sure the tracks will sound really good. You think so? Is there really that much of a lack in quality instruments right now? Because it seems like this new update, everyone's like, you know, like, oh my god, this is the update for the audio. But if that's the case, if you can update all the tracks with the new instruments and make a really epic score, then by all means, go for it. Right, next, mountain time. Is that where all the aliens lie in the mountain? So I'll probably revisit most of the tracks once the update is out, especially the previous 2 tracks I made, because they'll probably sound way better with the new instruments. Yeah, it's good. It's actually good timing. Can't wait to hear all the new music that's made with those new instruments. Yeah. When I was listening to the preview from Media Molecules one, for me it reminded me of like Disney music, which is not bad. It's just like, wow, we can actually make these kind of Disney-like tracks. So if anybody wanted to make a movie that was like more cartoony, then they could definitely do it now, like, and it would be really authentic. By the way, ensemble is just me spelling ensemble. Oh, okay. But it's an ensemble though. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. What the hell was the end of this? Got a great closing statement here. Can't wait to work with the new instruments, Dino. Also, LB, I'll just make a Resi playlist on Spotify that I'll occasionally play during Yakuza 0 when I'm playing minigames and stuff. Okay. I always listen to the newest music made in Dreams as I'm creating, and I like to give credit to the music makers if I use a track. That's good. It's very good. LBA's laptop is pulling a stinkulation tactic. It's dying on purpose so LB can't read chat. Yeah, some really dodgy things are happening in chat right now. Anyone want to see my scenes so far on Discord? Yeah, by all means, post it. Go for it. You have one smart laptop, LB. I know we do. Yeah, but look, the track keeps going back to this part. Look, you've got mad lines here. Look, your start point is over here for some reason. That's why it's not starting from the very beginning. Are you an amateur, Hauschmumen? I'm no audio guy, and even I know that trimmed your whole timeline. Music makers are underrated. You think so? Human, what is your pan? Your PSN pan? It's Hauschmumen. It's the same one. No, that's the wrong section, LB. We're into the right section now. Is this when you tried to make a good song? Oh god, alert LB. Why, what's going to happen? Welcome back, Joe. No humans but robots. Yeah, trust me, LB, the current orchestral instruments are garbage, but the new ones sound great. Oh, that's pretty good then. This track sounds cool. Who made it? It's Hauschmumen. Sadly, it started halfway through. I know you put your trim halfway through for some reason. I don't know if you did it by accident, but you'll need to update that pronto. Owned. I was editing it and I forgot to change it. Not bad, sounds good, Hauschmumen. GD Games is underrated, still only 116 followers. I think music creators don't get as many followers just because obviously when you're playing games and stuff, you obviously don't get to see so much music. Because like, from my own experience, I only ever come across music when I'm searching for it in create mode. That's the only time that I'll come across music. And normally when I'm looking for music, I'm shredding through a huge collection of music. And I don't have time to properly analyse every creator, you know. I just want, I'm in the process of making my game, so I kind of want to find music as quickly as I can.
Warning, flashing lights. Warning, flashing lights. Warning, flashing lights. Warning, flashing lights. Warning,
no thank you, Bovaretta.
Flashing lights. Warning, flashing lights. Warning, flashing lights.
Right, that's me dead. At least it's black and white, it's not necessarily crazy lights. Sorry if anyone's having a fit right now. It's all Hauschmumen's fault.
Flashing lights completed. Flashing lights completed. Flashing lights completed.
Alright.
Flashing lights completed.
Alright, so that's very good. You finally made something that's acceptable. But the preview though, it has nothing to do with it. People are going to read that and they're going to go, oh, that sounds awful, I'm not going to listen to that. And the track actually sounds a lot better than this, so it's kind of screwed you over. Can you change the preview after you update it? Is it possible? Surely it would be possible. Right, let's check out the Nightmare Man. I actually listened to this track on YouTube. It's pretty haunting, actually. So don't expect it to be really dancey. It's got some elements of it. It's more somber. At least the first half is more somber. The second half picks up a bit more. And at least here you won't see any flashing lights. It'll just be one consistent black and white, grey shade. Modern EDM be like... Modern EDM live performances be like... Pew pew. The song is called Stinky Cheese Remix by Brandon Boy or something. Okay. I viewed the song during making it and it made the preview for it for no reason and didn't let me change it. It doesn't let you change it? That sucks. Hopefully it lets you change it. Could you imagine you spend all that time making a track and the preview is... Because a preview can make or break a track. Because if I'm going, I listen to previews, and if the preview itself is not so good, then I don't even bother listening to the full track, you know. Yeah, I wanted to make a more somber song here, though. You'll probably want to increase your volume here. I can kind of still hear it, but if you guys want it to be a bit louder, let's do it. Feels like a funeral at in Devil May Cry or something, doesn't it? That's how the song starts, and then suddenly all those guitars come out. Like, da-na-na-na. Hello, Fox Act! So I'm going to call you now. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. LB respect. Oh, thank you. It's nice to have your respect. We finished another area today. We did some of the offices and the hospital. I also showed off some of the other environments that we've already polished up a little bit and added some lighting to it. So we're making some good progress there. Now we're just finishing off by listening to some music. You know, I'm kind of being blackmailed. I really don't want to wake up with onions and garlic shoved in places that I do not want them shoved, you know. So here we go. Yeah, so it's definitely not a dancey track. This kind of fits the end of the stream because it does feel more creepy, you know, a bit more like a survival horror game. I'm fine with it though because it's so funny knowing that it's the preview and the actual song is nothing like it. Yeah, it's weird. It is really weird. But if they don't let you change it, that's a huge oversight. If you make an element and it's like choose the preview, because I'm sure you can choose the preview when you save your song. If they don't let you change it again, it just seems so restricting. I'm so intimidated by learning Dreams. Watching you helps. Oh, very good. Once you play around with Dreams, eventually you'll get the hang of it. The meme song is more dancey though. Yeah, I'm not even going to try the meme song. It's full of movie quotes. I ain't taking that chance. In a way, it's clickbait. They hear the preview and think, wow, this is a rock hard banger. But they get into it and it's actually just an epileptic, ear-piercing sausage fest. I guess that's one way to look at it. You're the ultimate troll, Halshmoon. I'm glad I bought Dreams though. It deserves the support. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to create, or at least you don't need to create so rapidly, you know. Just take your time, you know. As long as you're happy playing Dreams and diving in with a few bits and pieces in create mode, that's really all you can ask for, really. But for me, Dreams is like part of my life now. It's like all I do, you know. If I'm not streaming it, I'm creating outside, you know. I'm always on Dreams because I just want to get all these games out, you know. Because I think all the smaller stuff I'm putting out right now is like I'm improving, but I think once this Subject survival horror game comes out, that'll be the first real test, and if I can make it a bigger improvement for Super Alien Buddy 2 as well, I think it'll be good. Got too many ideas I need to let out, so. Brandon Boy might see it and wonder, why the hell was this preview my song? I know he's going to think you stole his song and you've just renamed it. It's going to come down on you. It's funny because it's nowhere in the genealogy or in the full credits. That is really strange for you, you know. Like, I don't even know how it randomly chooses which part of the song to go for. For the next song, the one I started on stream, I'm going for a darker style once again, but with a more nightmarish and uneasy tone. I'll probably add some funky, clicky percussion to that too, because I love clicky percussion. After that's done though, I'll probably make a more upbeat song. Yeah, it's good to have a bit of variety, because after I released What Lies Within, I feel like the next game I need to make is happier, so I've got that little colourful storybook level that I need to finish, and that'll hopefully come out before the Subject demo. So at least we'll get one more happy thing out. Then we'll work exclusively on Subject. If I have more time, I was thinking about, if I don't get Super Alien Body 2 out this year, because maybe I'm being a bit too ambitious and pushing myself a bit too hard. So if we just focus on Subject, if we don't get Super Alien Body 2 out this year, I'll at least try and get a demo out. And then at least that's one more happy thing added to the catalogue to balance it out, you know, because I don't want us just to be known for horror and serious things. I want us to be known that we can make these things, but we can also make light-hearted things as well. Yeah, I sometimes wonder how the damn preview system works. Sometimes my preview just plays one half of my song, then completely mashes it together for another part of the song with a random pause. Really? That's strange. I didn't know that. Yeah, honestly, if I keep making the same style, I get burnt out on it, so I need some variety. Yeah, it's good. I think when you save a long song, or save a song for the first time, the preview is set to the last few seconds that you've played from the track you've saved. Oh, okay. I see. So if you resave it again, the preview will change? That's what you're basically saying? They should just let you, because I'm sure when I went to upload voice acting, it was asking me for an audio preview, and I put the lines up first because I didn't record any lines. It was for other people, so I put the lines up. There was no audio, and it was like, choose a preview. I didn't have a preview, so I couldn't really add a preview. But then they uploaded their lines, and I think it just randomly selects a line. Like if you go to Hal Schmuman's game, it's just, if you got the preview my lines, it shows hello, hello, and it just makes me sound crazy. Nah, the preview won't change after the first time saving unless you change it manually. So how do you change it manually? Is there a way to do that? Maybe that could help Hal out a bit. Probably helps me out as well, because if I ever release anything, I would want to have control over the preview. That's good. So that's a good over 9 minutes so far. I think we're getting to the end here now. Look at that wee keyframe sitting in there. Look at that wee audio file there. I know you like when Back to Man checks out all your settings. What's going on in here? What's going on in here? Eh? Let's turn this on. How would it sound if your whole track was like super distorted? Oh. That's what I should do. I should try and improve Hal Schmuman's tracks by making them worse. We can call it live editing. That's very good. Now brightness! We're all happy again. It was all an illusion. So there you go. You got what you wanted, both of you. Alright, very good. So we've made a good bit of progress again today. I'm going to work on some of the stuff off stream again and send a few more environments to Intertac out to work on. So the sooner I do that, the sooner we should have a private demo ready to test. I've seen it happen before. Go to the green button, the one you use to release your creation, then to the right you'll get to edit the preview. So it is possible then. So there you go, Housemuman. If you want to edit your preview, it is possible. Was photo mode added recently? I wasn't always there, was it? No, it was always there. Always there, yeah. Edit preview didn't show up for me, which is really pissy. That's weird. Was always there, yeah. I think you need to make a short edit in your track, then save it locally, then you'll get to release it. Human, look on Discord. He's ordering you. Was it? Never even noticed. Yeah, it's not really a big feature, to be honest. It's kind of hidden, because most people don't even look all the way over here. But yeah, it's always been there. So if you release a game, make sure you go into photo mode and you take some pictures and you upload some pictures, because if people are scrolling through, sometimes they like to look at pictures. Because if I look at the thumbnail for the Dream and I'm like, looks interesting, but I want to see more before I actually spend time playing this, so I'll look at the pictures and then I'll go, oh, this looks quite good. So the pictures really help, especially Little Big Planet, because Little Big Planet you couldn't do pictures for your level. You had like a little thumbnail on the little badge you could make, but it was so small you couldn't see anything. So like pictures were crucial back then, but I still think they're important now. And then you can change the preview. If you want, LB, we could collab on a song and create the worst song ever. Just kidding, unless, I mean, I'm not good at making music, but by all means, if you want me to just throw down some random crap, and then you can throw down some random crap, then sure. Thanks for playing the track, LB. Yeah, I love how BTM thoroughly checks my settings. Is he on camera? Does he use a mic? Does he actually talk through the things that he's checking, or does he just look and see things? I tried many times to edit, but it doesn't work on that track. Fix your damn game. Tarboy and Big Surf 77 were great at making LBP level badges. I don't know, they're just good creators in general, I think. When I upload my Cyber Spy game, I'll upload a lot of pictures so people can get the gist of the game. It's a good thing to do. Not many people do it. It really does help to give people... Not everyone's going to look at them, but for me personally, I like to check out some pictures just to see what the game's about first. Because sometimes the thumbnail either doesn't do it justice, or I just want to see a bit more. I need to go through and take a bunch of screenshots for my game. Yeah, definitely, because like, if people probably will upload screenshots from your game themselves, but I've noticed that obviously people take some bad screenshots sometimes, because like, you're the creator, right? So you want to make sure your screenshots are like perfect, you know, like proper angled, and when creators play it, they just see something, they go, oh cool, I'm taking a picture. But you can actually make some really dynamic looking pictures, and you don't have to do it in play mode. You can do it in create mode, you know, like, and you can move the camera above. It doesn't need to be where the player is. It can be all the way around. So you've got an advantage. So definitely give that a go. Back to Man doesn't have a mic or a cam. Alright, so you don't really know what he was saying. He's looking through your settings and he's like, oh, what's this? Why is he doing that? He should have did this, and I'm going to have to fix all this for him. Sure, LB, I'll ear pierce innate it. Oh dear. I wonder if / when Big Surf will release his space game. I noticed I came across his YouTube channel, and I think he's quite busy with making real games, or he's in university. Because because he sculpted a car, I think it was. So I think he's just busy working on stuff outside of Dreams. Maybe he doesn't have as much time anymore, but who knows? Maybe he'll release it one day. Especially since Happy Jack has a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, exactly. And you got to remember, when a player plays your level, if it is a long level, not everyone's going to see the end. Maybe some people don't even see the middle. So if you can at least show, oh look, I didn't know there was a snow area in this game, or I didn't know there was this boss battle. That looks really cool. I want to play and find that part of the game. I'll do some dev shots as well, shots from top down, showing the whole map and stuff like that. Yep, whatever you think looks good. Wait, you're the creator of Happy Jack, Dino, right? You didn't know that? Isaac? How could you? How could you? Yeah. We've got some talented creators in here sometimes. It amazes me. Amazing, I love that game. Has a really nice charm to it, and it feels like a legit traditional platformer game with a proper difficulty. Yeah, it is pretty difficult, especially those boss battles. You really need to up your skills to make sure you get through all those. So it's been a good stream. So we got the office done. We've got some lighting going on here for some scenes. Looks not too bad. I think back on Monday. Try to figure out what I'm going to do next week, but I think I'll just keep building environments. I want to make as much progress as I can. So I think next Monday we'll continue the polish. I'll probably start to make the exam rooms and the corridor outside the exam rooms. So we'll probably do that on Monday. I might have some extra time on Monday, so it might be a bit of a longer stream on Monday. Hopefully. So we'll hopefully get the exam room done, the corridor done, and maybe the side reception, you know, the part that was connected to the car park. So we'll do that on Monday. On Tuesday, I need to see what's going to happen on Tuesday, because I was informed that the internet provider are going to do maintenance on Tuesday, so I may not have internet, or the internet might come on and off, or no. So Tuesday we'll see, but it'll be a short stream anyway. Wednesday, this particular Wednesday, I can actually have a long stream, which is pretty cool. So if we do play levels, we'll be able to actually play a good amount of levels this Wednesday, unless we do that on Monday. Whatever you prefer. I don't know if you guys prefer the variety of starting the week with create streams, in the middle play, and then at the end we create more, or if you prefer we start half of the week we do play stuff, and then the other half we do create stuff. So like maybe like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we just do play related things. Thursday, Friday, Saturday we do create stuff. I don't know. I'm just doing Monday for create right now, just to catch up, make some more progress, that's all. And I'm now that I've got that What Lies Within level out, I'm a bit more relaxed, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to start to work on some more videos again, and alongside the streams, and I'm going to try and get more promo material for the game. So not every day, but at least 3 days a week I'll try and upload some screenshots, or if we get some music, or show off a character or whatever, introduce a voice actor. I'll always try and keep a presence, so we build up the hype each week for subject until the release. So that's something I'm going to try and do more consistently. Thanks, I'm working on more stuff for it. Oh, very good. It's good to see that someone's actually expanding their game, like, constantly. The boss battles are so good. Nice, I'll keep my eye on it. Well, I have to do my stream on Twitch. Alright, see you. Good luck with your stream. Long stream on Wednesday, count me in. Yeah, technically, like Monday we usually get a good couple hours in, but I might be able to go a bit further than that. Got a bit more time so I can relax a bit more. Yeah, like I said, Wednesday, I'll be a bit more free. Just this particular Wednesday, maybe next Wednesday as well. But yeah, so we should get a lot of good progress done this week and play a lot of levels, because we've not really played a lot of stuff recently. So I think if I just blitz through a lot of stuff, we can catch up there. I think the schedule is good as it is now. Yeah. I'll add you as a collaborator on a timeline. You can make up a melody and I'll turn it into a full song. So you want me to start? Okay. Well, give me an idea. What kind of instruments? What kind of genre? Or do you just want me to make something and then you go wild with it? I can do either. So, by the way, I'll probably start a bit of dubstep sound design soon. I want to make some nice juicy bass. Oh yes, some nice bass. Any instruments you like. Alright, kazoo all the way. Get ready. Right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'm going to head off now. Go get something to eat. Relax for a bit. Maybe come back on Dreams later to get the upstairs part of the job centre ready for Intra Attack Out to add the lighting to. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.